Yeah, you're not on standby anymore, everybody. I'm very sorry to everyone that bailed, and all of you out there especially. I went through my monologue and introduction. I, I thank Mega Dog for the pager. If you want to catch the whole show, oh no, yeah, check it out on Spotify because you'll be able to listen to a lot you're gonna miss. And I'm truly sorry. I'm rusty. Those 3 months vacation killed me. But okay, I'm gonna cut it really short. My monologue, that is. But thank you, Megadog 555. Got your shirt, Aaron. I like it. The embroidery. Oh my gosh. Here it is, y'all. The joys of live streaming. I'm here. Ask Wayne. They can hear you now, Wayne. So,
Okay.
we're not on my main set. We're in my monologue set, but or scene, but they can hear you because I got you
Yeah.
unmuted on that side. And I went and I greeted all of you and my countdown timer, whole 9 yards.
Yep.
You know
I'm a
what I
witness.
do. See, Wayne's a witness, and then I look up at my YouTube player because I have chat in 2 places, on this screen and on this screen. My OBS in the middle, Wayne's over here on this screen by my notes and my Zoom and my YouTube live desktop or whatever studio you want to call it. It's over here. And I look up to the corner and it says start streaming and ask Wayne. I'm like, oh, beep, beep. I
Yeah.
started cussing like a sailor. And I'm like, man, oh man. That's being mild, but hey, Bent Fork, Gentleman Prospector, Mama Bird, Joseph Knowlton, Rob, good to see you, Y Golds, Damon, how you doing, my brother from another mother out west, Troubled One, Gentleman Prospector, howdy again, Mr. Lodak. I think he thought he was live the whole time. I did. I did. Because you know OBS, it tells me I'm live right there. And I have streaming, recording. I was glitching a little, and I'm asking you guys over my mic, hey, I'm glitching a little. How is it over there? Then I got a notice about just marking up to live streaming, and Murphy has returned to Tuesday Night 8 Out Live. Kind of reminds you of the first couple of years, huh, Lodak? Mandy's Candy, good to see you. Charlie, chasing Miss Charlie. But all of you, thank you all very much. Do me a favor, hit that like button so the algorithms will push it out. All of you have a good laugh on my dime because, hey, it happens. It happens. Anyone who does live streaming has old Murphy show up here and there. But yeah, definitely like, share it out if you would. I'd be greatly appreciated. If this is your first time here, caught my channel on shorts or something, and have yet become part of the Flash fam, It's absolutely free. Hit that red subscribe button, ring the bell, and that way you'll get notifications. And if you want to become a member, you do get first views on all my shorts and maybe what else comes up. But right now, for sure, all my shorts. Right, Bent Fork? But I appreciate each and every one of you understanding. Thank you, Wayne, for
Sure.
understanding.
Of course.
So I'm not even gonna do my intro. I'm just gonna act like Flash Gordon and head over to my other set. And I didn't want that subscribe thing to do that. Jeez. See how out of shape I am with this. You can tell I've been on vacation, can't you? Let's see the bag again. There you go. Boom. Look at that cool guy. He reminds me of some of the characters in my shorts. Old Prospector with his faithful sidekick, Donkey or Jackass, and Dutchman Pay Dirt. And it will be, like I told you, brother, it'd be on the phone. It'd be going on my shelf probably till I have an inkling to pan it out and get a flash in my pan. Cottonwood Trails Gold Camp, how you doing, Jim and Shannon? Good to see you. Everyone, let me know if I start glitching and stuff on that side. YouTube says excellent connection, but I notice a little glitch here and there, so let me know if it affects your viewing pleasure whatsoever. Everybody, this is Wayne, and this time I'll probably butcher your last name. Gelston.
Perfect.
Perfect again. Yay!
Yeah.
But Wayne is the president of Central Maine Gold Prospectors. And Wayne was on with Blake from Skookum Gold Camp, Circle, Alaska. So I invited him back because I want to talk to him and all of you about the importance of gold prospecting clubs and organizations. I belong to several. I belong to the GPAA and the Lost Dutchman's Mining Association. I belong to a chapter of the GPAA, the Buckeye chapter, and I belong to the Ohio State Prospectors Association. And Wayne and I agreed the importance of clubs and organizations in our community for our community and lifestyle. And carry on, Wayne. We were started before I realized we weren't even live. We were.
That's all right.
It's not your fault. It's this blonde's fault.
I'm the president of Central Maine Gold Prospectors, and we're probably one of the largest gold clubs east of the Mississippi River. We've been in existence for over 25 years, and we're heavily involved in the hobby in Maine. And let me tell you just a little bit about how we run our club and why we have our club. The reason we have a club is a few guys got together years ago, and they love to go gold prospecting, so they'd hang out together. They decided to try to expand the hobby and start a club up. So they did, and it's grown every year. And recently, it's just exploded in growth. And the reason they do it is we're heavily involved in what's going on in our state legislature. And it's critical for gold miners to do this, because in every state, you're going to have a group that's going to say this is bad for the environment or bad for any reason. And you have to be aware of that, because there's power in numbers. And if you go before the state house with 50 people who are gold prospectors, who know what they're talking about, and they're well spoken, you can get before committees, which we've done a number of times, and push back. And we've been able to save our hobby in Maine. And so we have right now probably between 130 and 150 active members that are paid members. I don't really handle that end of it. The secretary and the treasurer do, but we're probably at least that number. And then their families. So, add 2 people per person. So we're probably 300 people, 400 people. And every month we have a meeting. Well, we have meetings 10 months out of the year. We start in January. We rent a hall. We have indoor meetings, potluck, lunch, and we do fundraising drawings for our club. And we're pretty aggressive on the drawings, because at the end of the year, we have probably the best end of the year gold club picnic, potluck dinner, prize giveaway that you've ever seen. So we'll have our indoor meetings January, February, March, and April, and then we go outdoors. And once a month, we'll have an outing on a stream. And we sit down and we figure out which streams we want to have them on. And they're going to have a lot of parking, because we have a lot of people who show up for these. And we also invite the general public to come. And we provide the equipment. So if you don't have a sluice and you don't have a pan, shovels, that sort of thing, we'll give them to you for the day. And we'll show you how to set up the sluice. We'll show you, where you should be digging. Whether or not they listen is another thing. But we expand our club that way. And this year, we've had so many drawings. At every outing and every meeting, we give away concentrates of gold. And so we'll have 4 drawings for gold at every meeting. We'll have a 50-50 drawing at every meeting. We have an end of the year 50-50 drawing that we just collect the money all year. And we'll have it in our meeting in 2 weeks. We'll have the prize winners for that. We have a fire pit that has our logo of our club plasma cut into it. And we had it specially made, and we're raffling that off. We give away 10 gold nuggets at the outing at the end of the year. We take an ounce of gold and we separate that into 62 different bags, and each bag has a half a gram in it. We give that away. We give away tools, shovels, trowels, classifiers, pans. We'll have hundreds of prizes. And we do this every year. And we buy the gold a year in advance. So we've already bought the gold for next year out of what we've earned this year. So it's sort of a self-perpetuating thing. And what we found is there's so many good prospectors who have been around for years, and we all learn from each other. But we also take the young guys out, and we take them to good streams and places we've found, and we expand the hobby that way. Then we have kids. This summer, we were contacted by a summer child group, and we took a group of 10-year-olds out and taught them how to pan. They had a great day. At the end of the day, Dream Mat was nice enough to donate 10 little sluices, adventure sluices for the kids. So we all gave them a sluice, and then I gave them a vial of gold. Each one had a vial with a little bit of gold in it. That was donated by Rosie from Coos Canyon Gift Shop. The sluices from Dave Peterson at Dream Mat. And it's just a great thing we do. We go to rock shows. We set up for free, teach people how to pan for gold. It's important to do this too. Take government employees out, take hydrologists out with you, take geologists out with you, show them what we do. We take newspaper reporters out with us. I've just been contacted by a news channel who wants to do a show on us. And so we expand our outreach that way. And I'm just setting up a Facebook page. It's going to be called Gold Clubs Across America. This way, all the gold clubs can talk to each other, members can talk to each other, newbies can talk. We can expand and bounce ideas off each other on how each club operates. And so look for that in the next couple of days on Facebook.
Definitely, I will. And whoops, what'd I do?
The other thing our club does is once a year we hold a river cleanup, and we go clean up a river. We just pick up trash from picnickers, campers, fishermen, all kinds of things, put them in our pickup trucks, and we usually find quite a bit of trash on the rivers, but thankfully none of it is from us.
You know what's funny? I do that when I'm out on
Absolutely.
my own. And back home in Washington, whenever I'd go out, I'd always come back with a couple bags of trash.
Yep.
And I'd always go by the forest ranger station to ask to use their dumpster. And they, first time they're like, where'd you, you know, we're not a public trash can. And I'm like, well, I took it from our national forest.
Right.
Can I leave it here? And they're like, oh, by all means. What were you doing?
Exactly.
And I let them know I was a prospector.
It's important.
I'm out there clean. And like clockwork, every time I'm coming back from the mountains and they're open, I'd stop by and I'd make it a point to talk to them.
Right.
That way they know.
They know who you are. And the thing is, they know you care. And that's the important part. We at every meeting, we emphasize the laws of gold prospecting in Maine. And I reiterated it almost every meeting, what you got to do. And I also, if I see you doing something wrong and I'm out, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to confront you, but I'm going to educate you and tell you, you're doing something wrong here. This is what you're supposed to do, because if you get caught doing this, it reflects on all of us. Yeah. And most people are nice. You meet very few prospectors who aren't nice people. And so it's worked out fine for us. We have our final meeting of the year in 2 weeks. Everybody's excited for it. The gold is going to be good. The prizes, we give away those 10 gold nuggets. They're individual drawings, and they'll range anywhere from 1.5 grams to 6 grams. So they're very nice nuggets. And the people, it's more of a family now than it is a club. And I would just encourage everybody who is in a club to get very active in it. Anybody who wants to form a club, get a hold of me. I'll walk you through what I know. But I just think it benefits everybody who's a prospector.
Yeah, I have been there a few times, but never prospected there yet.
You come up.
But I will. I prospected Vermont. I prospected New Hampshire. But it's another one of those times when you're like, man, I wish I would have started prospecting way back when. Because I lived in North Chelmsford, Mass for a while. That's where my ex-wife's from. My daughter was born in Lowell, and they had a place up in York Beach. So
I used to live near York Beach years ago.
Where I saw my first moose. I was working on some places up at Lake Winnipesaukee, I believe it is, by
Winnipesaukee.
Wolfboro,
Yeah.
New
New Hampshire.
Hampshire, and the guy I worked with's mom lived across the border in Maine. That's when I saw the moose.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's another benefit of prospecting in Maine. You might look up while you're panning and there'll be a moose there, or, a cow and a calf, or bear, or, something.
stuff like that happens in Washington too.
Yeah.
Bigfoot, as
Yeah.
long as it's not a cougar, because
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have those up here, they tell us.
you don't see those guys till they're on your neck.
Yeah. It's a little
Gentleman
late.
Prospector says, Flash in your pan, it is great. We met Wayne. He is a terrible guy. And Carl Miller, no, I'm just kidding. He says, Wayne is a great guy. And Carl Miller, I believe that's your buddy in here, Miller
Yep.
Outdoors. He said hi to you earlier.
Carl's a great guy.
Is a real friend of mine. Well, one
Yes, he
day
is.
too, gentlemen and Mama Bird, both of you will be friends of mine too.
Yeah. I consider you a friend already.
True.
Yeah. We'll meet sometime.
Oh, I know it.
Come to Alaska with me.
Oh, I'd love it. Jeez.
Yeah, and that's another thing our club does every year. We go on a trip to Alaska. So, with the camp we go to takes 12 people, and we fill that up every year. We go for 2 weeks. And that way, if you run into rough weather, you don't feel like you got to be out there digging. You got 2 weeks,
Right.
So,
I know a couple of clubs, like they go up to AUAK and Nome and
yeah, we've been to them all.
Oh, what's that one up in Chicken? I
Yeah,
believe
Chicken.
it's on the 40-mile
40-mile river.
Yeah. I know Brian Wilder, our mutual friend Brian Wilder, goes up there.
Yeah, he uses that 10-inch dredge up there. But no, we've sort of been hooked on Skookum, and we'll go there every year. So it's just a great camp. We've been to all of them, and they're all good. They all have what they offer, but this works well for us.
Nice. So you're a separate entity. You're not a chapter. You're a lot like the Ohio State Prospectors Association, where you're
we're
an independent, standalone club.
Yeah.
Nice. How many leases do you have up in Maine?
There are no claims or leases in Maine.
Oh, really?
And
so it's all public land?
Right. And the thing is, we always tell people, get permission or find out who the landowner is. You can find that out with land maps, because up here we're remote. We have, slightly over 1 million people, and the state is 98% forest. So it's woods.
Yeah.
This is all forest up here.
A lot of timber land up there.
Yeah, it's wild country. But we have tons of streams, rivers, and there's lots of gold in Maine. You just got to get out and find it. And we allow dredging. We have a dredging season. We allow high banking in a high banking season. And then you can sluice and you can pan year round.
Cool. Hey, speaking of the devil, he just walked into our live chat room. Unfortunately, everybody, Wayne doesn't have the live chat room up or anything, so poke me in the eye or something if you need me to tell him a message or something. But Brian Wilder, American Gold Prospectors, just walked in a minute ago.
Yeah, I've met him at a couple meetings up here.
He might still be in Nome. I don't know. Are you back
Last I
home
knew
yet?
he was.
Last time I knew he was also.
Yeah.
So, I need to get Ed. Oh, no doubt, Jeff. No doubt. Uh, I'll let you know when I come to Georgia and you could get me on Picker Canyon. Sounds fun. Why isn't there no leases?
It's just state of Maine is kind of colonial. We still have town hall government where the people in the town come together and make the decisions for the town. And up here, landowners pretty protective, and plus
yeah.
a lot of the land was owned by land barons, and so now a lot of the land is owned by property management companies. And we stay in contact with those folks, and we get permits from them every year to prospect on their land because we're a well-respected club, and they know that if they allow us to go on the land, we'll not only take care of their land, we'll police it for them. We'll make sure there's nothing, sketchy going on their land. But it's worked out well up here. We don't have claims. The laws up here are different. You can only dig in the stream itself or the gravel bar. You can't dig in the banks.
Well, you should never dig in a bank anyway.
Well, some states are different, and
but
we can't dig in the ground anywhere. So you have to stay in the streams.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to fill your hole in at the end of the day that you dug, and just common sense things that aren't that difficult.
Cottonwood Trails, Gold Camp, Jim, and Shannon, they're dredgers from southern Indiana. He has a nice little spread down there.
Nice.
What kind of equipment is allowed in Maine? And then I have kind of a related question to that.
Okay.
Bacchus is wondering if it's not dredging season, can you use a ram pump for sluice? And I'm sure he means like a hand dredge or a yabby pump.
Yeah, you can. The dredging season in Maine is from June 15th until September 15th. We're allowed to use up to a 4-inch dredge and only on approved rivers. So dredging is limited on where you can do it, unless, of course, if you have landowner permission. And if the water is not classified by inland fisheries as critical to fish habitat. And you can find all that out right on the website. And but basically, our we call it motorized season instead of dredging season, because it applies to all forms of prospecting.
Okay.
So motorized means you can use a high banker, gas powered, electric powered. You can use a dredge, anything that is powered by electricity or gas. You can use during that 3-month period. But after that, you can't use anything motorized, and they consider battery operated pumps to be motorized.
Now,
so
can you have a recirculating setup on, like, in your camp and bring buckets back and run it?
Inside your camp, you can do darn near anything in Maine. But in the stream itself, you can't set up motorized. But the sluicing is good up here. So,
if you're willing to go out. There's no gold in Maine, is there? No gold in Maine, just like there's no gold in Dahlonega.
Jeff. Or Ohio. There's gold in Ohio, too.
Shh, don't tell them.
There's gold everywhere.
Yes, there is. And there's been pert near gold rushes everywhere.
Absolutely. Yep.
I actually had a short come out today. It's on Maine. It's not particularly exactly gold mining history of Maine,
Mhm.
but it is mining history of Maine. And I add this one comment. Let me see if I can find him. Okay, this guy is kind of a. He goes, gold first found in North Carolina in 1799. This video is giving false information on the gold rush. The first ever gold found was 17 pounds gold nugget in central North Carolina. Yeah, by the Reed family, and it was a doorstep for a long time. And John Reed got ripped off because he sold a $3,000 nugget at the time for like $3.50. Now, if you happen to be listening, Three Goat Podcast, the video was not a gold rush history or the first discovery of gold history video. My reply is this video isn't about the first discovery of gold in the country. It's about the mining history of Maine. Not the Carolinas gold mining history, but thanks for watching and commenting. I appreciate it.
Yep.
So
yep. Maine had its own gold rush back in the 1800s.
Maine, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, mostly the UP, New York. You know, they
and
must
the amazing
have.
part is, the amazing part is we're still finding gold where they went, and that was 150 years ago.
Well, you know what the golden rule of finding gold is, right?
Wash rocks.
Well, yeah, but the golden rule I've always thought of gold prospecting was go to where gold has been found before.
Sure.
But the
and
great
I tell
thing
the young
about,
people, I tell the young people, if you're on gold, don't move. You know, guys will be finding gold and they'll move. And I'm like, you're finding good gold. It's not like it's a speck every now and again, but you know, you're right. Yeah, don't move.
Well, yeah, maybe not Florida, but
No.
some people think there's no gold in Jersey or natural occurring gold. But Jersey was touched by the glaciers also, and they're like Ohio. They're gold in their higher elevations and stuff. Came down in the glaciers. Yeah, like I did. I was very happy with my results in New England. I need to get back up there again and see more of New England. I mean, with a pan, prospect more of New England.
In fact, there's a couple other clubs in New England. There's Nutmeg Prospectors and there's New Hampshire Prospectors. This summer we had an outing where all three clubs got together in New Hampshire.
Was that with the Nutmeg outing Prospectors?
Nutmeg and New Hampshire Prospectors.
That's they have that rendezvous pretty much every year. What's that? Swift River, right?
Well, we had one at the Swift River with them this year, and they have one over at Twin Rivers in New Hampshire, which is right on the Vermont border.
Oh, that's up by Bath, isn't it?
I'd be lying if I said I knew. I just go to them. I just put it on the
I just
GPS
go.
and go.
Oh, forward. Now,
Yeah.
now there's a guy in here called Nick True.
Nick True.
I don't know how true Nick True is, because he's spreading rumors that he don't think there's any gold in Maine. Brian Wilder says the same thing, Nick. No gold in Maine. I say the same thing to people
We just
about
keep digging,
Ohio.
hoping we'll find
No
some.
gold in Ohio, but
Hello,
you
Nick
can come
True.
with
How
me
are
if
you,
you
bud?
want. We'll have a really good time.
Yeah.
All the gold's on the bank. I see another friend in our live chat room. World-renowned Shane Clash of Clash Guitars. Good to see you,
Cool.
Shane.
Yeah, Nick True is a really good guy. Don't tell him I said so.
Okay, I'll keep that. Mum's the
Okay.
word. Forget what you heard right then, Nick.
There you go.
Forget
Exactly.
it. Forget it. We'll deny it if that rumor comes up.
I appreciate it.
I know, Heath. I believe me, Heath. You and Brother Joseph are gonna be probably the first people to learn when I'm coming up. Maybe Adam too, from Massachusetts. He might know too.
Well, just let us know.
But there's there's a whole lot of gold that's on the banks that I'd like to meet, and I'd like to get some flashes in my pan from all of New England.
Yeah, well, we can do that.
Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont.
Yeah. In fact, Rosie was up in Nova Scotia this year, and she brought back beach sand. And the beach sand in Nova Scotia, where she was at, was the coarsest black sand I've ever seen. And she found some really nice gold on the beach. You
know? Nice gold on the beach in Maine?
Nope, that was Nova Scotia.
Oh, Nova Scotia.
Just north of us. Yep.
Yeah. So if there's some there, would have to be some up in like Labrador and
there's gold.
What
wherever
else
the
is
glacier
there?
recedes.
New Brunswick.
Yeah. You
Gold's
figure Maine was
everywhere.
under a mile of ice thousands of years ago. And so we'll be 100 miles inland and find fossils from the ocean.
Right.
And as the glacier receded, it dropped a lot of gold. And it scoured a lot of gold out of the mountains, too.
Clash said, I was just finding gold in PA this week.
There you go. They're finding some decent gold in Pennsylvania now. They've formed a club down there.
Oh, cool. New video coming this Friday from Clash. Nice, Clash. David Villa, my friend from the Big Valley, says Cali ran out of gold last week. Doggone in. I was hoping to get to the Yuba River. Man.
You'll see Gary.
Yeah, I definitely hook up with Two Toes. And,
yeah. He's a great guy.
Yes, he is. I had the privilege of working on him and Jeff's claim.
I'd love to.
On No Tell'em River. Yeah, I'm sworn to secrecy on that one. And, we did well. We hiked out of that valley with 1.25 ounces of nuggets.
Nice.
all glacial till, but you run enough material, you got some value. Yeah. Let me know
all
when you're
adds up.
coming by Ohio, Clash. Gee whiz. I'll try and get you on a good private permission. Jeff Brewer, good to see you. I hope your neighborhood's well. You're in my thoughts and prayers. And if I would have pushed the live button on YouTube, several people out there would have heard my concerns about all my brothers and sisters in the Southeast. But I pulled an Ed. I had a blonde moment. So
Once again, Ed, if anybody has any questions about clubs or anything like that, contact me. You can put a link up, for my Facebook page or whatever you'd like.
Yeah, there's a link down in the description.
Okay.
I wish I would have put it in my notes. Mr. Lodak, if you drop a link to Central Maine Gold Prospectors group page over on Facebook, that'd be greatly appreciated. All Things Country, how are you doing? Excellent.
When I come through Ohio to see my daughter in Indianapolis, Ed, I'll come see you.
Oh, there you go. That'd be cool. Yeah. Just give me a ring or drop me a message.
I'll send you a message. We'll go to Cracker Barrel for breakfast.
Sounds good.
All right.
Not sure where the closest Crackle Barrel to us. Hey, producer!
I saw a bunch of them when I was driving across.
My producer says Lima.
Yeah, I ate it a couple in Ohio.
So,
come up here, I'll get you some lobster.
Plenty of it. Want to know a secret, Wayne? Don't get mad. But I like Pacific spiny lobster better than Maine lobster.
Oh, I never get mad. It's one thing about Wayne. Wayne doesn't get mad.
Wayne gets even.
I'm too old to get mad. I sort of just go with the flow.
You seem like a pretty laid back dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I would enjoy hanging out on the riverbank with you or digging a hole.
We'd have a good time. We'd have a good time, and I'd introduce you to an awful lot of good people up here.
A lot of great people in the whole prospecting community.
Absolutely.
From coast to coast, from here to the land down under.
Yep. Oh. No, everywhere. Like I said, I very seldom meet a prospector who's a jerk. Most people are just really good people.
Jeff says the communities have all come together around here, so we are working on things at the moment. It's really bad everywhere around here. Well, brother, you're definitely in our prayers. Yep. You're definitely in mine, brother.
Absolutely.
I feel guilty, though, because I send some texts out to certain people, and I wasn't thinking that you'd be in harm's way, Jeff, for some reason.
Yeah.
But Mother Nature can be a real beep. And
yeah, water always wins.
Yes. American Gold Prospector says, I own 946 yards of a nice stream in Maine. We should have an outing there sometime. Not sure if there's gold in it yet, but knowing Brian Wilder, he'll find out. And I've seen pictures of his property there.
I know where he's at. Yeah. So, good area.
See, there. Actually,
Brian knows that. He's
of
just
course
jerking
he
you
knows.
around.
That's why he bought it. Yeah, Brian ain't no dummy.
No.
Brian ain't no dummy. Thank you, Mr. Lodak, for putting that link out there. I appreciate it. Shane Clash says, "Hey Wayne, what are the regulations in Maine as far as equipment, state parks, etc.?"
State parks are off limits up here. Federal parks are off limits up here. But if you go to the White Mountains, you can get a pass permit over there for the White Mountains. That's in New Hampshire. In Maine, regulations on equipment, pretty much you can use anything up to a 4-inch dredge. I don't know if he was listening earlier, but we have a 3-month dredging season from June 15th to September 15th, and only on designated rivers, unless you know the landowner, of course. But yeah, you can use dredges, you can use hive anchors, you can use electric ones, gas-powered ones. But after September 15th, that all goes away. And you go strictly back to sluicing. You know, you can crevice and things like that with a hand suction dredge. And you can pan, of course. And that season is open year-round. I hope that answers his questions.
Did that help, Shane?
If he follows our page, he'll find an awful lot on our page about all the laws, and he'll also find out some good streams to go prospecting on. And if he's up this way, you know, where we have our outings, and he's welcome to attend.
Well, that Shane Clash, he gets around. So you never know where that guy might pop up. And if you're ever in Ohio, Clash, and just reach out, man. If not, cool too, but you know,
yeah,
it's out there. My friend Jim and Shannon of Cottonwood Trails, they say invite Maine to Cottonwood the second weekend in October.
Yep. Beautiful weekend. The foliage will be right perfect for you.
It's
changing big time right now. And if you're going to be prospecting up here, shoot me a message. The streams won't be frozen yet. So that'll happen sometime in November, probably.
Right on, Clash. Make sure you are on live. It's kicking me off tonight. Wonder if that's on you. It must be on YouTube side. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of the glitches are on my side, though, Mr. Lodak. Brewer prospecting. The last time I was in Indiana, there was no water flow in the creek. Might be different now.
Yeah.
You know how that stream can be, Jeff Bro. I kind of like Dave Avila's name for that outing. Main stock. I think Dave Avila's old hippie.
Yeah, we used to call it hemp stock here.
Now, you do meet year-round, though, don't you? Or do you?
We meet every month from January until October. Then we take November and December off for the holidays. Then we start back up again in January.
Oh, sounds like Cottonwood Trails is getting some good rain down there. Get that stream rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some massive floods here last winter, and boy, it's been a good year for gold.
Now, the Buckeye chapter has a couple of annual outings they open to the public and stuff. Are you the same way? Do you organize any big outings?
Every outing that we hold is open to the public, and we promote that to the public, that everybody is welcome to come. A lot of people that have joined our club have come up and said, I did this when I was a kid. I haven't done it since. They joined the club. They have their kids with them. And we see a lot of young families now, which is really a nice thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get more people involved,
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't realize if you can't grow it, you gotta mine it. And
well, I tell people the coolest thing to me about gold prospecting is when you see the gold, you're the first person that ever saw it. It's been there for millions of years and you dug it up. So when I die, I'm going to give all my gold to my grandson. And I told him, don't sell it. Make some jewelry, make some rings, because I dug it out of the ground. And it should mean more than, just any old gold.
Right. Even though I like my gold, I look at it as money. So
Yeah, well,
I kind of
I look at
it.
it as possible money, but I don't sell it. So,
yeah, I would if I had all the gold I've ever had, it'd be nice, but
I do.
I can't eat it, and so I do sell my gold, Wayne, but I can't blame you for holding on to yours.
Well, I just enjoy it, and our club is always looking to buy gold. So the next time you're in the market, let us know.
Well, I usually sell to my own chapter because I get spot in my chapter, and it isn't like 18 karat spot; it's 24 karat spot.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. And you're helping your club too.
Right. And a lot of times I don't really buy pay dirt unless it's from like a club.
Right. One thing I did want to point out about our club is when we have our end of the year giveaway and our potluck dinner, we base our tickets on how many outings did you come to. So when you come to an outing or a meeting, we write your name down. And for everyone you came to, you get a ticket. So if you came to all 10 meetings, you get 10 tickets. And for the concentrates and the shovels and all that we give away, those are the tickets that are drawn. The people that have come to the meetings and the outings, because they're the ones that have financially supported the club all year. And you can still buy tickets for the prizes like the 50-50 drawing or the gold nuggets or the fire tower, but you can't get the prizes that we saved up our money all year for. That's for the people that have come and floated the boat for us.
So pretty much every meeting and stuff, they get a ticket.
You're right. We just write their name down and we know how many meetings everybody's come to. And that way, if you came to 10, you got 10 tickets. If you came to 4, you get 4 tickets.
Right.
And I think it's the fairest way to do it because the people that have come to every meeting obviously care about the club and the hobby.
Joseph Knowlton says, I lose interest in gold once it's clean. I'm not the guy that stares at it and plays with it. Yeah. I clean it and then I sell it.
I just put it in vials and put it away.
Well,
take it out occasionally.
It's money in the bank and it's only getting more valuable. So, to each their own. That's one great thing about America.
Absolutely.
For now.
The other good thing about gold prospecting in Maine for young people is there's no cell towers in northern Maine.
Right.
So they can't get online.
Yeah, so
they're in the stream, and that's it. They can't get online. They can't get on Snapchat or any of that stuff. You can't even make a phone call.
I saw that video, Clash. Clash says, I found a little gold in Coos Canyon in Bryan, Maine, but didn't have great access in the winter. Still found some.
Well, if you have a snow machine, you can go there in the winter, but the problem is you got to break through the ice, and that water is sub-zero. It's seriously cold water. So, God bless you if you want to go, though.
Yeah. I remember a time back, when I was younger, back in Washington, I'd be hiking in the snow and breaking through ice and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not far behind you, really.
Yeah. When I was
get
young,
cold easy.
When I was young, I did some crazy things to go prospecting. Now, I'm careful.
Right. I hear ya. Brad Welsh, g'day, mate. How you doing? Hobo Rob, thank you. It's good to be back. I'm back for our 7th year of this torture on all of you out there. Hey, yeah, notice doubled 1 ounce Libertad is what? Nice. Oh, a slabbed $3,000 for a Libertad? I love Libertads. I like my silver too, but you know, there's 2 coins that I absolutely love silver wise. That's the Mexican Libertad and the Morgan. And
can't argue with that.
I in all my collections and stuff, I tend to have a lot of Mexican coinage. I like the artwork and stuff on them. But I do like the Morgan, but the Libertad. Good. And Terry Marshall, good to see you, all my Aussie friends and family. Ed, you have an open invitation to the New Year's dig in Vermont. Oh, I know you told me that last year too, but Jesus Christ, I'm old and I'm skinny and I get cold easy. No, that'd be cool, and it'd be great to go out with Joseph and play in the stream with my Green Mountain Gold Trap. Ever used a Green Mountain Gold Trap?
No, but I'm familiar with it. It's a good unit.
I love it. It's a great device.
I'm a fan of fluid beds. I like fluid bed sluices.
They do their job.
I've got 2 of them, and I like them. And I'm a big fan of Dream Mat. I love Dream Mat.
Oh, you and I both.
Yeah.
Everything I have, if it isn't a drop riffle or a fluid bed system, it has Dream Mat in it.
Yeah. I've switched all of mine over to Dream Mat. You know, with the fluid beds, you don't need a mat. So that's totally different game. But yeah, I've got a Grizzly Gold Trap, and I've got a Bazooka, an old one.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've used them for years. And, you know, depending on the water conditions, if there's enough water, I'll take a fluid bed just because I can move a lot of material.
I I wish we had more water volume
Yeah.
here in my part of the state because I don't have it to run a fluid bed
Yeah.
properly, but I have three. Two of them I built,
Mm-hmm.
and one is a Green Mountain Gold Trap. I
Yeah.
love the removable
The
capture
box.
tray.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty slick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because geez, pulling fluid bed, especially like my, like the old bazooka miners,
Mm-hmm.
they were huge.
Yeah.
That's about the size of the first one I built. Then the second one's about half the size of that,
Yeah.
and it's still a pain to pull out of the water to clean your trap. But
It's
who
heavy,
is
but
it? Snake River Prospecting, I believe, has the Rincon and another one. They're really
mm-hmm.
lightweight fluid bed sluices.
Yeah, the one I have that's a grizzly gold trap, it's a large sluice, but it weighs 10 pounds. But the thing is, it's you got an opening at the mouth of it, it's probably 18 inches across,
Oh, and
and,
you
and
can
you
shovel the
can just shovel the heck out
jeebers
of it.
out of it.
And what I found with the fluid bed sluice is the key is to clean them out fairly frequently because they're so easy to clean out. It's not like you remove mat or anything. You can take that little box out, dump that, slide it right back in, and you're rocking and rolling again. And you're not losing anything if you clean it off, out fairly often. With matting gets packed up with black sand and garnet and everything else, and you might lose some gold. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the fluid bed.
Yeah, but you do need a lot of water volume
You do,
to use
yeah.
it and use uh Bent Fork Prospecting. Scott, he's from Georgia, and I believe Mr. Lodak's right. Bent Fork, I don't think you have the water volume to
Yep.
to run the fluid bed properly, and
Right.
that's the same case for me, especially in my part of Ohio.
Mm.
There might be a intermittent stream when it's ripping.
Wow.
I could use it, but I
Yeah.
usually have to go somewhere with a little more drop and with
Yep.
a bit more volume for,
I've put them on the edge of a waterfall,
yeah, pretty
and
much.
they work well there.
But I
But
have made it so I could use my fluid bed as a recirculating system or even a high banker.
mm,
So, and
yeah.
it's they're a good box, but I'm pretty much sold on Dream Mat, and like I
Yep.
tell David, him and Tim has their job put, because I've told him I've been on board with David from a long time, good 6 years now, 7 years,
Mm, yep.
and me and Toledo Jess, one of my prospecting buddies and my old co-host, we beta test for David Peterson,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell him all the time, even at Gold Rush days when he was out here in September visiting,
Mm-hmm.
I said, you better keep up the good work because, if I find anything, I'm not brand loyal, Dave. I don't care how much I love you and how much I like your product, but if I find something that performs better and can do a clean out and be back to work as fast or faster, that's one of my best things I love about Dream Mat
Yeah,
is the
it
clean
captures,
out speed.
yeah,
And
and
it
it captures
captures.
all the fine gold, everything. I brought a micro mat from Dream Mat up to Skookum with me last summer, or this past summer, and put it in their cleanup sluice, and they absolutely fell in love with it. They ended up ordering 2 speed high bankers from him, and speed bankers. And, if they tried Dream Mat, I know that Dave took a lot of mats up to Alaska with him. So people try them. You look at them and you go, boy, that's weird. And then you try them, and boy, you'll love them.
You're right, Ben Fork. Under the patent, Green Mountain Gold Trap is an in-stream fluid bed classifier. It's not a sluice.
Exactly.
So you might be able, Ben, get
Yes,
around the rules and laws in Georgia with that. Because Vermont's the same way. It's no sluices. It's hands and pans for the most part. So a lot like West Virginia from my understanding. And I will PM you my numbers so we can chat. I don't have your number, Heath? Okay. You have my messenger, brother. Miller Outdoors, thanks for joining us. And even though Wayne couldn't see any of your trolling him, it's okay. I'll keep it between us. All right.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you dropping by. Hope to see you again in the future.
Anytime,
Miller. No. So, what's on your agenda besides Skookum, Gold Camp next year, and
just to get our club even more financially solvent? We're very solvent now. It's a good feeling to know that I'll be stepping down probably in January to a lesser role, simply because I want to go dig. And being the president of the club takes some time. And so Carl Miller, one of the guys that commented, has volunteered to step up to the plate. And he's a lot younger than me, great guy. And we're going to share the responsibility of being president this coming year.
Nice.
I'll do all the indoor meetings, and he can do the outdoor meetings, and that'll give the old man a chance to go down on the river and dig rather than doing the meeting.
There you go.
And
there you go.
Yeah, and putting together the trip for Alaska, and Skookum
right. Do you venture anywhere else besides like Alaska? Do you go to Arizona during the winter, or?
No, I live in Maine, and I spend the winter up here, and so I, as far as vacations go for me, prospecting, I've, been out to California, I would go down south and up to Alaska, but I've just fallen in love with Alaska. Been there so many times, and it's just, if I was young, I'd be there. But
I have yet to visit Alaska. One day, hopefully, before the good Lord takes me away. But
I know what you mean, man.
Lord willing, one day.
Every day is a gift. I like to tell people your name comes with a birth date and a dash mark, and then the date you died.
Right.
The only thing you should concentrate on is the dash mark, because it goes by. So get out there, dig, have fun, enjoy life, hug the people you love.
Right. And don't be afraid to let them know you love them.
Absolutely.
You only live once. Well, Wayne, I appreciate you coming on. And
it's a pleasure, Ed.
Appreciate you joining me. It's pleasure
I thank you
getting
for
to.
the opportunity.
Oh, you're more than welcome. It
And
was
I'll
nice.
send you a link to the Facebook page that I set up for clubs so that you
Okay.
can put that up on your page too.
Sure will. I'll share it
Cool.
and share it with the YouTube community I have here
Sounds great.
and get that ball rolling for you. And you're launching
Cool.
it again in what, 2 days, you said?
Yeah, probably in the next 2 days. I've already started working on it, and I'll have it up and running. And people that are interested in clubs or organizations or just prospecting, they can contact me, and we can bounce ideas off each other.
Excellent. Excellent.
Cool.
Next week we have Jeff from Digging It in Dahlonega joining us. He might still be in the room. Dahlonega Prospector, I believe his name is. But we'll find about his gig he has going on down there. I know he has some good properties and stuff. Other than that, I have this month lined up. I'd rather be mining Skookum Gold Camp. Blake, get that check in the mail for Wayne here.
Love the royalties.
Yeah, he is Mega Dog, and Wayne's a cool guy. I'm looking forward to meeting him on the river someday, along with all of you out there. So I said I was gonna give a sticker pack, but you might not have heard that. But I'm gonna see who Nightbot picks for a winner of a sticker pack, and the winner is Why Gold. Rob, shoot me your mailing address and I'll get the sticker pack out to you. It's a multi-channel sticker pack with the Hope You Like Snoopy. If not, Tough Beep. Because Snoopy and Charlie Brown, but I have my friend Colin, Heavy Meadow Detecting, Dream Matt, Eric Robinson Prospecting Equipment, just Lucid Sticker, and Jason E. Miner, sticker, Golden Skull Prospecting, my friend Scott Sharp, Adventures in Prospecting. You'll also get the Mega Dog Pay Dirt sticker. Gotta make sure it ain't the one with the picker on the pan. And you'll be getting 2 of my 7-year stickers, if you would, Rob. And yeah, there was a giveaway, a sticker pack, Heath. And just send me your address and I'll get that out to you as soon as I'm able to get to the post office on time once I get your address, Rob. My friends over at goldprospectorspace.com. It's a free social network here on the interweb where many of my friends in the live chat and I are members of and been members of for a long time. They're the creators of Prospectors Radio. That's live every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube and over at Gold Prospectors Space. GoldProspectorsSpace.com. If you become a member, please be sure to let them know, flashing your pan, and I sent you. No, I don't get any money or nothing for it. Tim Grimes, the creator, is a good friend of mine, and a lot of his moderators and co-hosts are very good friends of mine, and they're another part of the FlashFam. So please, if you're not a member, it's free. But thanks again, everyone, for joining Wayne and I. Thank you again, Wayne. Until next time, may you always have a flash in your pen. And you know
Come to Maine.
You know what Wayne says? Come to Maine. And you know what I say? Hope to meet you on the river someday. And never know, it might be in Maine. So
God bless you, bud.
On that note, everybody, we're out of here. I gotta wake up early. See ya! Five, four, three, two,